Good morning, welcome to the vlogs. My name is Rosie and today we are in Chiang Rai in Thailand. It's the northernmost area of Thailand. So today we are hiring a motorbike and we're going to go exploring. We have two places on our list. The first thing is the White Temple that I'm sure you've seen on Instagram. The second thing is a waterfall, and then we're just going to take the motorbike and drive around the countryside. I have my camera today so I'll be able to take some photographs and just explore, and I'll be able to show you around a little bit. So I'm so excited. We have come down for breakfast. The hotel down here is quite nice, the restaurant area and the furniture and things, but the bedroom itself is quite basic. I will leave it linked down below, but it's cheap, it's affordable, and we do get breakfast included, so it's not too bad. But yeah, I'm so excited to explore a little bit of the countryside, to explore Thailand a little bit more. So yeah, I'll show you breakfast when it comes and then we can get going. Okay, so breakfast has arrived. We've got some fruit juice, we've got some scrambled eggs, pineapple, banana, that seems like the yellow watermelon, passion fruit, tomato, cucumber and salad. I'm going to get myself some bread as well. Jeremy just made himself some toast. But this is our breakfast, and this is the view of the hotel kind of breakfast area. Okay, so here's the bike. The guy's here to tell Jeremy how to use it. Okay, so we are on the bike, so we've just got going. We've now come to a petrol station to get some gas for the day. Here he is, someone helping us fill up, which is good because I think otherwise we wouldn't really know what we were doing. Okay, so we're back on the bike. Apparently it'll take 17 minutes to get there. Let's go. Okay, so we have arrived at the White Temple. I didn't vlog any of the journey because we were on quite a main road and I didn't feel like sticking my arm out and vlogging. But we've arrived, so I'll show you a little bit what we can see. It's full of tourists already. So we've parked up here and then this is it basically. Like I said, lots of tourists, but I think this was built in 1997, I think it was, by an artist. So it is a Buddhist temple, but it's apparently there's like really cool artwork and things like that to see. But yeah, we've made it, that's cool. So we're currently at the entrance and you can see all these heads hanging from this tree. Apparently it's actually quite a cool like art installation rather than just a temple, so I'm excited to see what's inside. I think it's going to be different to everything we've seen so far. But it's open from 8 till 5 and I think it's 100 baht to get in. Like, look at this, to wash your hands. That's cool. So this is just at the entrance, this big gold sculpture here. There's some monks taking pictures, which I love. And then this is the famous bridge you might have seen on Instagram. So this is the famous White Temple, but if you look at it close, it's actually kind of weird. There's all these like monsters and skulls and hands. And then here as well, there's all these hands reaching out, like different types of hands as well, not even necessarily human. Like this one's got claws, this one's got things up the arm. Some of them are holding bowls even. So it's very detailed. Kind of weird as well. She's trying to get like the perfect Instagram, and all these people here are waiting to do the exact same thing, which is funny. Okay, so we've just walked up this famous bridge that again you might have seen on Instagram. I'll pop Jeremy's video of me walking on the left because we ended up walking behind some monks. There's lots of people trying to get photos and videos, but we just kind of walked through them all. So it was nice walking behind some monks anyway. But yeah, it's so detailed, it's so interesting, like it's all mirrored almost. This is the outside of the main temple. I don't think we're allowed to take photos and videos inside, so I'll see. Okay, so we just went into the main temple. We weren't allowed to video or photograph, so I can't show you any pictures unless I find any online that I can put on screen. But it was different. So we walked in and there was a big gold Buddha painted on the wall, on the back wall. There was a gold Buddha in front of that, and then there was a wax figure of a monk that for about 5 minutes I thought was real, and I was trying to watch him breathe, and Jamie was like, it's wax, and I was like, I'm not sure, and he's like, it is, and I was like, maybe. He's like, no, it definitely is. On the back wall, so as you walk through, just behind you was a big painting of like a devil, but not like the red devil you see in Christianity. It was more like a Hindu devil. Yeah.
Demon face.
And then on the walls of the back wall, there was loads of different characters. So we saw
pop culture.
Pop culture. Jeremy got 100%. I got maybe 20%. But there was Michael Jackson. Who else was there?
Pikachu, Bulbasaur, Spider-Man, Batman, Darth Vader, Yoda, Neo, Turtle, Ninja, Mutant, Teenager. Never know in English what they all.
There was also a painting of the Twin Towers being on fire.
The Twin Towers, some Mexican pyramid, the Maya pyramid, some volcano exploding. Very random.
Really
random.
random.
There.
And it's interesting.
It's cool. It's cool painting. It's nice.
Jeremy was saying it's a bit like Park Goel, how like someone gives you permission, just be like, okay, you can build something here, and then he was like, do you know, I'm going to build a temple, and it'll look beautiful. Yeah, it'll look beautiful, but it'll have all these hidden things that you kind of have to find, or that like you don't see first of all. But then if you look closer, you see like the hands outside. I thought was really cool and a bit weird. So it's a bit like that in that, just a bit wacky, really. So this is kind of to the right hand side of the temple. I've come round to see the side details, and it's so ornate in its decoration. But again, it's just white with reflective bits on there, so it kind of sparkles in the sun, almost like sequins or something. And then these are the windows. Again, very ornate. And then that's the bridge that everybody walks over and gets the good Instagram pictures and videos. So above us, as we walk around, it's all this metal, but then actually if you look on the side, it's like this. So it's, let me zoom in, so it's these kind of leaf things. I'm not even sure what this is, to be honest, but there's thousands of them because it covers the roof all the way over there, all up here, and also all the way down there as well. So the main white temple is behind the tree there, that's the one you can visit, but round here it's all cornered off, but it's so beautiful. That little bridge there, there's these water fountains, there's another little temple. I think that's so cute. So this is what the walkway looks like. It's all very detailed as well. Very beautiful. So this is quite a nice view from the back here because there's no kind of tourists in front taking selfies, all the rest of it. So that's quite nice. And then there's this, which is less nice because he's got 5 eyes. It's a bit random. So there's one of these things you can put your face in, which is quite fun. There's also this big like rock formation water feature thing. I'll show you from the front. And then this is the views. Okay, so this is from the front, and it just looks like nice rocks until you see this face and this face, and then there's like Buddhas as well dotted around, but then there's other things like
well,
there's
that's
a
the
turtle.
4 turtle ninja.
Oh, it's the Ninja Turtles here.
The master sprinter.
There's like a squirrel up there, there's just random things. So So there's a beautiful garden here with a Buddha, and there's mist and flowers and trees and things like that, and water as well, very beautiful. Okay, so then round the back to the side is this big gold temple that we're heading towards now. Okay, so we're walking up to the temple now. There's either this ramp or the steps. Beautiful gold bridge. Let's go wide angle. There we are. Okay, so I've got you on wide view again, but that's another look at the temple where we're just in, the gold one. So, you know those metal things I saw earlier as part of the roof? There's like trees here, almost like a Christmas tree, but you can buy a piece of metal and put it on there, so it must be some sort of like wish or meditation thing, I don't know, but you can pay for them here and put them on. That's interesting. There's also this like temple thing here. So there's some more trees with faces. Apparently that's Wolverine, that's also Maleficent, if that's the word. And then behind this gentleman here, there's also a pirate. There's Spider-Man there, don't know who that is that Batman up there? Not sure. So it's a bit random to have that with like beautiful flowers and beautiful white temples. And then there's almost like a clock tower or something here, and then I think that's the bathrooms over there, that beautiful gold building. And then that's the entrance again and the exit. Okay, final look at the temple before we leave. There's the last look. There's another tree here with faces. Jeremy just listed them all, but I don't really know any of them. Okay, it's now 11:10. This is the final view. We're about to get on the motorbike. There's more tourists here, so I think if you want to come and get pictures with no one, I would say get here at like 10 to 8, because it opens at 8, get here first thing. Or maybe last thing in the evening, I think also, but I think during the day it's quite busy. Anyway, Jeremy's gone to get the motorbike, so I'm going to go and join him. Okay, so we are now back on the motorbike. We're going to go to the Korn Waterfall, which apparently takes 20 minutes by car, so maybe half an hour by bike because we go a little bit slower. Okay, we have parked up. This is the view. Not entirely sure where we're going, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. But let me just say, that was such a beautiful ride. For some reason, being on the back of a motorbike with Jeremy driving, I've never felt more free in my life. I feel like there's no restrictions, no responsibilities, especially when the road is just beautiful like that. Really, really loved it. Oh, how lovely. We also drove past some people who set up tables by the stream. It looked so beautiful, but it's now 11:15. It was like 11:30 at the time. So I think we're gonna have a walk around here and then hopefully go back there for lunch. So I pinned it on the map so we'll be able to find it, because that just looked gorgeous as well. So we've now got to figure out where we're going. Okay, we've arrived at the waterfall. It says don't bring food. So when we arrived in the national park, we went through some barriers and instantly the temperature dropped a couple of degrees and the smell it just smells like a butterfly house, or if you've ever been anywhere tropical, like a forest, rainforest, it just smells of that like fresh, earthy nature. I just love that smell so much. Okay, so there's a board here saying that there's a walk that's approximately 2.8 kilometres, so I think we're going to do that so you can learn about the forest. There's 12 signboards apparently, and you can walk up to the waterfall and back down again, so we're going to do that. Jeremy's just seen this, beware of green pit viper snake bites. Jeremy's reaction is?
No, you go first.
No, I'm getting bitten apparently by the snakes.
And you stamp your feet, okay, when you walk?
The funny thing about this is that if I just stop and scream at some point, Jeremy's going to panic. If I go, whoa, he's going to be like, whoa, fuck no. If you haven't seen the video from Peru where we saw a snake, oh, it was so funny. Jeremy's reaction was, fuck, 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 like this. And he's like, no, what do we do? What do we do? And I was like, well, we need to keep walking. And then he ran down the road. And I was like, no, I want to take videos of it. So I stopped and took videos. And Jeremy like ran. So I hope we see one just so you can see Jeremy's reaction. Okay, the first bit of information is basically that they plant banana trees because banana plants can absorb more water than other types of trees, so it prevents forest fires from spreading, making the forest more evergreen. So that's cute. There's lots of banana leaves. Banana plants I mean around here. So the next one is a little bit like a meditation. It's saying to close your eyes, turn down the voices inside your head and listen to birds chirping around the forest. Feel the cool wind that holds closer to your body. Try to see wings of the butterfly, moving leaves. You will suddenly feel the cool and shady atmosphere of the nature. And then there's a quote, look deep into nature and then you will understand everything better, Albert Einstein. I was literally just thinking as well, this would be a perfect place to meditate, so when we get to the top I might just sit in silence and just be with myself and listen to all the nature sounds because there's a lot going on. Okay, this is the next piece of information. So it's talking about the genus Ficus, which I've never heard of before. But it comes in several forms as trees, shrubs or climbers. So it can be called the saint of the forest because it has grown rapidly and bears fruit for wildlife, especially birds. But it can also be called the killer inside the forest because it's a parasite character which uses big trees as their host and then makes them die later. And the ficus replace the dead tree at the same time. So I'll keep an eye out and see if I can find any of that and show you. Not that I'm a plant expert, but we'll give it a go. But there's actually loads of bamboo here, which is interesting. Okay, next piece of information is about bamboo. So apparently it's the fastest growing plant and it can grow up to 30 metres and combined into large clumps. It says bamboo shoots, roots and leaves are the major food resource of the wildlife. Most bamboo plants flower only once in their life cycle and then die. And it also says there's 5 different types of bamboo in this in this nature trail. So there's the Tama bamboo, male or Malay bamboo, Tinwa bamboo, Gigantochla, something, and the other one. These two I'm not even going to try and pronounce. But yeah, there's 5 different types of bamboo, which I had no idea. I just thought bamboo was bamboo. I didn't know there was different types. I just asked Jeremy if he knew there was 5 different types of bamboo, and he was like, yeah. And he said he went to a bamboosery when he was a kid, which is a bamboo forest, I guess, park.
Yeah, park's not natural. It's like a plantation.
Information place.
It's really cool. Like you walk and you have like this massive thing everywhere.
Bamboosery. That's such a good name for a company, like a cafe. Let's go to the bamboosery today for a coffee. Do you not think? Okay, so next piece of information is that His Majesty King somebody, I'm not going to say it because I'll say it wrong, wants to create something called a check dam, which serves the purpose of retaining moisture. So a check dam is a structure built to block the path of water and normally obstructs small brooks in areas of headwater or sloping land. by using easily sourced inexpensive materials such as wood and stones. So you can see there the pictures. And it says when the water currents are strong, the dam delays the water flow and retains sediment to stop it from running into the lower watershed portion, and the soil absorbs the water, spreading moisture to both banks and forest fires, preventing plants. This is a superb method of conserving soil and water. So I think that means about stopping plants from getting on fire. So I'm not going to read this all out, but there's 10 different types of forest in Thailand, so you can pause the video if you want to read that and learn a bit more. I think we're about 300 metres from getting to the waterfall. Somebody just stopped us on the way. They're coming back down and we're going on the way up. And they said if you get to a fork, if you go to the right, it's easier, and if you go to the left, it's up and down. So Jeremy said about me going right and him going left. I don't know if we'll actually do that or not, but we're not far anyway, we're 300 metres, so I'll be there soon. Okay, so this is what he meant by the fork. That's the left that goes up and down, and that's the right. We decided we're going to go up the left and then back down the right, so we'll see both, but we're going to do the hard way, as usual. I literally just said to Jeremy, I don't think we'd see a snake because there's so much greenery. Oh, there! And there was a snake that was crawling up the side of us. So Jeremy started running and pushing me, so we just ran a little bit. But literally, as I said, I don't think we'll see a snake. Oh, there!
Oh, stop saying it.
Wasn't it literally a second later though? That was the best timing. I wish I'd filmed that. That was...
Oh, wow.
Oh, bloody hell, I'm looking for snakes. And there's a waterfall in front of me. Yeah. Okay. This is the water. I'm going to have to put it on wide view. I know the quality is shite, but... And there's a fly buzzing around my phone. Wow. That's cool. Okay, I need to vlog. It's making me cry again. I just cry when I just see beauty, or when I'm like overwhelmed with like, holy shit, we're here. It's just so pretty. I'm ridiculous, I know, but it's just so pretty. I'm crying again. Right then, I couldn't really vlog. James is pinching my bum.
Should have broken it. It's still there.
Get it off then, I don't want it biting me. I couldn't really vlog at the waterfall because it's literally so loud, because it's obviously a waterfall. But it was beautiful. Really enjoyed it. I did bring my swimming costume and towel today, my bikini, thinking I might go for a swim. But actually the waterfall itself was so powerful, like the wind and the spray that you got, plus the water was cold, so we didn't go in. But we did get some cute pictures and videos. Jeremy got some videos with my camera to hopefully sell as stock footage. But it was beautiful, wasn't it? Well worth coming to.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Really enjoyed it.
It's totally free.
Totally free. I will leave it linked. I'll leave the name of it linked in the description box, but really enjoyed that. So we're now heading back to the motorbike, and then we're going to go for lunch along the river, where we saw those people. So I think I mentioned earlier, we saw some people set up restaurants on the river. It looks so beautiful. So we're going to go there for some lunch, which I'm sure will be delicious. I'm getting hungry now. But yeah, really enjoyed that. Highly recommend it. Okay, so this is where we've stopped for lunch. Jeremy's just sorting out the motorbike. But basically down there there's water, there's a river, and there's little tables. I'll show you properly. There's lots of different restaurants all doing the same thing basically. And so this is what it looks like. So you get your own little table and seating area where you can sit and have food. It's so cute. This is just magical. Wow. So we've made it to here. We're currently about 6 minutes away and it's saying to go up that dirt path. We've made it all this way. Do you not think you can? Okay, so I've put you on wide angle. This is the view. We're now going to try and walk up to see the waterfall. Okay, so I looked on Google Maps and decided that this isn't the way that most people come. And I saw somewhere called Waterfall Coffee Shop, so we're going to go there. And hopefully the walk from there is like 10 minutes and not half an hour up like this. Okay, so we've made it to Waterfall Coffee, which is closed, which is fine. But there's this sign here, so hopefully it's not far up. We're going to have a quick look. We made it! Woohoo! Yeah! Okay, so we saw some steps coming up and we thought, oh, it must go higher. So Jeremy's gone to have a look and he was gone a little while, so I thought, right, I'm going to start going. And he texted me saying come, but it's bloody steep. And I pretty much ran up that first bit to make sure we saw the waterfall, so now I'm going up to meet him. And this is what I'm climbing up. Okay, last look at the waterfall before we go. Woohoo! Okay, we're on the way back down. I realised I didn't really show you much of the way up because I was too busy trying to get there. But this is what it's like. It's pretty flat. There are some planning bits to do, but otherwise generally it's okay. Right, time to leave this waterfall and head home, up and down the big hills. Something to know is that if I vlog, it's because I feel safe. So when I don't vlog is when I don't feel safe, and that's when it's like, remember, go on the left. And that's when it's like really high or really low. So you're not seeing the worst of it at all. You're only seeing the bits where I'm like, okay, I feel okay here. Anyway, let's get going. stopped a second to look at this view with the cows and the sunset in the mountains. It's just beautiful.